Okay, so beyond the $sign, there's one other special character in Excel that we'd like to use, and that's the ampersand, or the and symbol, right? That has got a special use for counting in Excel, which is something we do an awful lot of. So suppose that I want to count prices, and I'm interested in counting prices between $35 and $30. Well, I could do that with a complicated COUNTIF statement. I have to go through the data, throw away or count all the ones that are less than 35, and then go through the same data again, count all the ones that are less than 30, and discard them. That would leave the 11 observations left in the middle. Count everything less than 35, count everything less than 30, the ones that are too small to fit in our box, and discard them. That leaves just 11. But suppose I had a different question, and instead of 35, I was interested in 40. This cell doesn't update because I hard-coded this 35 in there. I typed it in manually instead of using the cell reference. So that means whenever I make changes to my spreadsheet, I have to go back through and fix all the places that I used that number in. And if I don't remember all the places I used that 35 and don't switch them all to 40s, I'm going to have serious mistakes. The better way to do this is to put that cell reference in there so Excel does the updating for us automatically. And the way we do that is with the and sign. I can't just put a cell reference in here, because when that cell reference is inside those quotation marks, Excel treats that like text, right? The whole reason we put the COUNTIF statement in the quotation marks is to say, treat this like pure text and not like the cell reference. So I need to take the cell reference out of the quotation marks. And then for that to make logical sense for the spreadsheet, I need to put an and in there. And that and says join those things together. Take the less than sign, which is still in our quotes, so Excel knows it's a proper less than sign to be interpreted logically, and then stick that part along with our cell reference using the and. The and means to concatenate, to combine those two things together. And now, when I change this from 40 to 38 to 36, you'll see that my number changes automatically as well. If I was going to do the same thing to the lower bound, I would just, again, put the less than sign in the quotes and add on the cell reference so that Excel knows outside of the quotes that B33 is a cell reference, and to stick those two things together to get the actual criteria. And now I can change this to whatever I might want, and I get the number updating again. And that's how the and symbol works.